My name is Shakirah Bourne and I'm a freelance writer, and I have a freelance writing company called Get Right. There's a place for everything. There's a place for physical books, book signings. You can't sign a laptop. You can't carry a laptop to the festivals. And then there's a place for the Kindle. Sometimes we have titles that we were not previously able to get in Barbados, and now we can get with one click. People can self-publish their work. People can market themselves via social websites. So there's a place for it all, and we just need to embrace it, because anything that encourages people to just read your words can only be advantageous to you. I have been writing from the time I was 9, 10 years old. I don't remember starting to write or saying I'm going to write something. I do remember that I used to read a lot, and my mother used to punish me sometimes by taking away my books. So maybe it's reading and wanting to create my own stories that inspired me to write. I am using more Caribbean themes in my stories. My first story had a blonde, blue-eyed protagonist who was called Zachary, and a red-haired, green-eyed girl who was called Lily. I used to read a lot of Sweet Valley High, but now I try to incorporate a lot more Caribbean themes, those social themes. The dialect, I try to use a lot more Bajan dialect into my stories now. So I would just try to have the culture coming out instead of the standard English. I think my characters are now a little bit more emotional. I like characters. My stories are always character-driven, sometimes more than the plot. So those are the major differences, I think, from then to now. There are so many different types of writing: report writing, business plan writing, speech writing, writing for radio, print, and script writing. You just need to know your strengths and pick 3 or 4 of those forms and focus on them and get specialized. You need to find a mentor, because it is not a common career choice, and sometimes you can be very overwhelmed with the requirements of the job. So it's good to have a mentor, someone who's actually going through it, to talk to you and guide you through this process. I would say don't concentrate on local productions only. As long as you have an internet connection, you can write for anyone. So find the time to make those connections, volunteer your services, just start building up a clientele and basically network. There's a new prize called the Holly Arvan Prize, which funds one Caribbean writer for a year to write that novel. I think we need more of that. We need one specifically for Barbados. We need more international writing festivals. BIM Lit Fest was a good start, and hopefully we'll develop even more. But we need more of those festivals coming in, where local, regional, and international writers can just interact and inspire and provide a nurturing environment for new writers. I have been published before via print or in journals, but actually having the feel of that book in your hands, that was very, very motivating. And that anthology went on to be in the Cuban Book Festival. So it really motivates you to just try harder and know that you're not just doing this torturous job for nothing. That there's actually some evidence that makes it worthwhile. Last but not least, find some time to write for yourself, because it's hard to get overwhelmed with the paperwork, and by the time you're finished writing for other people, you have no desire to write for yourself. So take a day where the writing is about you, to remind yourself why you chose this career path in the first place.